Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how I made this homemade sushi, which I made for my parents' anniversary dinner. Starting off with the rice, I'm going to pour 2 cups of sushi rice into a bowl. Here you only see me adding 1.5 cups, but I did add the other half cup later. Then taking some water, I'm just going to pour it into the bowl and start washing my rice, and then I'll pour out the water and rinse it again. Or you can use this method where you have the rice in a strainer, and it's probably best just to do this over a sink so that you can have the running water and wash the rice that way. Now I'm just going to go ahead and put my rice into a pot. In the pot, I'm going to add 4 cups of water. Then I'm going to place my pot on the stove and bring it up to a boil. Once it's boiling, you just want to put the heat to low. And you want to stir occasionally to make sure that nothing sticks to the bottom. And you want to turn off the heat once all the water is absorbed. Then I'm going to transfer the rice into a separate bowl. To flavor the rice, I'm going to take 6 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar and pour it into a pan. Then I'm going to add in 4 tablespoons of white sugar, finally I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of salt. Now I'm going to put the pan on the stove at medium heat, and I'm going to stir the mixture as the sugar and salt dissolve. Once the sugar and salt dissolved, I'm going to turn off the heat, and then I first transferred it into a measuring cup, and then I'm going to pour it into a jar, and I'm going to just close it up and put it in the fridge to chill. You don't have to do this, but I decided to transfer my rice into a separate bowl because my brother was helping me out eventually, and then also I didn't know how much rice I needed for each nori sheet. Now I'm going to pour in some of the chilled mixture, and I'm going to just mix it into the rice. For the sushi filling, I decided to go with all vegetables, so I've peeled and I'm now cutting a sweet potato into long strips. For my sweet potatoes, I decided to cook them 2 ways just to test them both out, and so the first way is baking them. So I took half my sweet potatoes and drizzled them with oil, and then I'm seasoning them with salt and pepper. Then I'm going to place them in an oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit and for 20 minutes. While they were still baking, I did turn them around to make sure that they weren't sticking to the aluminum foil and to make sure they were cooked evenly. For the second method, I'm pretty much doing the same thing with the oil, salt, and pepper, but I'm just cooking the sweet potatoes on a stove instead. As you can see, I accidentally sprinkled too much salt on the sweet potatoes, but off camera I did just wipe some of it away. I'm cooking them on medium heat and I'm adding some water. Next I have my avocado, so I'm cutting it in half and taking out the pit. taking both halves, I'm going to make slices like this. With a spoon, I'm going to take out the avocado slices from its shell. For my last vegetable, I decided to go with bell peppers, so I got them in 4 different colors and cut the original piece in half, and right now I'm just taking out the seeds. Like the sweet potatoes, I'm just going to cut them into long strips. So on this day, I was also cooking creme brulee for my parents' anniversary dinner, and so I just had some extra egg whites, and so I'm just beating them up, and I'm going to add salt and milk. Since I messed up trying to make an omelet, I decided to go with making scrambled eggs and use this as a topping for the sushi. And finally, to wrapping up the sushi. So I have a nori sheet with the rough side on top and the smoother side at the bottom, and I'm just putting on a layer of rice. And taking from my plate of vegetables, I just placed some inside the sushi, and then I started rolling it up. Finally, I just cut my sushi and plated them with the help of my brother, and I found that using a serrated knife is definitely the way to go.